to give a great big hand for John Flores.
Hi, guys. Wow. I would have never thought that I would be right here testifying. It's crazy. Like, from me growing up, like, coming from a place where, you know, my mom was the only mom, and she my dad wasn't never around. I mean, he was around. He lived here in Prescott, but she raised a bunch of kids of five kids. I was the oldest one. So, I mean, with her dealing with her problems, she was a big, you know, weed smoker and drug problems. My mom and dad are both in prison right now for drug problems. And, you know, just being around that, I ended up getting that on me. And, you know, I'd be drinking and smoking every single day, and that became like a big habit for me. So, you know, I was at a party one time, and somebody from the church, this church, he had witnessed to me, and he told me, like, hey, everything that we're doing right now, all of this right here is not worth living in hell for. And I was like, I'm not listening to you. You're crazy. So thinking of that, it, like, stuck into me, and he's telling me everything in the Bible is happening in real life, and I'm over here getting scared, like, man. He even asked me if I were to die right now, would I go to heaven? I'd be like, yeah, everybody goes to heaven, right? And after that, I was like, he was telling me that, no, not everybody gets to heaven. You got to repent. You got to turn away from the sins. All the things that you've been doing right now, you know, it's not worth it. It might be fun to you, but, I mean, that's your hell card that you're holding. So after that, he told me, hey, you should just come to this church. And I went to the church, and a lot of people there greeting me, and I was like, just sitting there all nervous, and so I got pushed into the front row where I was like head on with Pastor, and I'm like, man. And after that, like, the words were just like touching me. I'm like, I'm getting called out here, and he's talking about me right here. And so after that, I just decided, you know, I rose my hand, and I sat there, and I was crying, and this was at the church, and I was about to cry. I wasn't crying yet, but it was December 30th when when the church was open for 24 hours, Nate, he brought me to the church, and this was like 1 o'clock after New Year's, and I decided to you know, start something new, start afresh for New Year, and I was telling God, like, I gave God everything. I had confessed everything. I was sitting there crying, like, at the seat reading the Bible. I was crying. I let it all out. I confessed everything that I did, and I just told God, I was like, whatever I confess to you, take that, and, you know, just take it. Don't give it back to me. And I walked out of there, like, brand new, like, refreshed, like, whew. And so after that, you know, it's just been strong, and, you know, I never thought I would ever change. And I thought maybe getting high and everything would I'd even call the person. I'd be like, hey, is getting high a sin? No. I didn't know anything about God. I didn't know anything. So, I mean, there's a lot of people that don't know a lot about sin, and it's everywhere. It's all over here. So, I mean, if you're one of those people that think, man, I can't change, I'm done with that. Like, you keep falling, and that's just the devil giving you dominion and telling you, like, yeah, you're nobody. So that's what I thought. I put that in my head, and I was like, you know what? Forget that. I'm going to church. And so, yeah, after that, I've just been going strong. And, yeah.